Hey guys, Oblargo here. Uh, Great news. We got that Fallout 4 announcement trailer. So what I'm going to do here is run through it and show you. This is basically a rewind, and I'm going to show you all the odds and ends in the video, kind of give you speculation and clarification on what some or most of them are. And then at the end of the video, if there's some stuff I missed, go ahead and comment and let me know what you think. Alright, so here we've got the classic pan out from a TV in the living room of a completely destroyed house. Um, on the radio, you can actually hear the Inkspot song "It's All Over," but the crying. New to Fallout, but not new to the Inkspots. They've been around for decades. In case you didn't know. So you can see just there, um, the screen changes to show that it's back. It's back in time. And there's a TV announcer talking about Vault-Tec and that their sales numbers are up because of the looming war. Here we've got a dog that looks like dog meat. It's clearly a German Shepherd. Dog meat actually in Fallout 3 was he was a blue healer, but I mean dog meat's the classic companion name of whatever wanderer has a dog. So another pre-war shot with Mr. Handy. The announcer's all worried. He says there's breaking news. You can see that little Mr. Handy poster in the back. Dog's all sad trying to find the baby, which he technically doesn't know is there, but oh, he hears something. Alright, this shot to me is very cool. This is, again, pre-war, obviously. That is a... Damn, I can't even remember what those are called. But those are the VTOLs that the U.S. Army uses. Oh, vertibirds. There we go. And then you can see we got this suburb street here. All these people freaking out, going, "Whoa, what's going on?" But this is just really cool because you don't get to see pre-war shots in these games very often. You got dog meat running along a bridge. You got all the people from the suburbs running along the same bridge, presumably for shelter, specifically a vault. And there you go. So all these people have come to the vault. It's time to fucking get in, hunker down. Some of them can't get in because guess what? They didn't pay for the service. A lot of people in the pre-war era thought it was kind of BS, and they were like, "Nah, we don't need a nuclear shelter. There's not going to be a war." Well, now they're screwed. You can see here there is guarding the gate. We've got two. These are U.S. soldiers in what I'm assuming is T-54D power armor, but it could be T-51B. I don't know. You'll see later that it almost looks like they combined the two armors together and made them one type. Um, but you'll see that later. And up top, you can see the billboard. The classic billboard. Well, at least it was in Fallout 3. I'm not sure if it was in the other Fallouts. Here we go. This is Vault 111. Obviously, this is the vault that we're going to come out of. Um, Keeping in mind that Vault 101 is in the Capital Wasteland. 111 is, that's 10 numbers away. So this could be on the East Coast. But it's definitely not the Capital Wasteland because we would have seen it. Here we've got some monuments. All right, now that right there, that is an obelisk. and that is the same structure of what the Washington Monument is, but that is obviously not the Washington Monument. It is too short, and it's right next to, yes, another governmental looking building, but I mean, if you know anything about Washington, D.C., and if you played Fallout 3, you know that's not the Washington Monument. There's a monorail in the back. Um, that is a, that's a flying ship. And now, that's landed there. It's not destroyed. You can tell because the rigging is intact. The sails look a little tattered. But let's face it, you don't need sails for thrust when you've got these big ass engines. And it looks like it's perfectly landed there. Had it been crash landed there, I'm sure it would look in a lot worse shape. And you'll see why I think this thing is functional later. Here we've got a really cool shot of maybe a city. It looks abandoned enough that I don't know. There's lights on, so I'm assuming this is a town you can go to. Um, and you've got, I mean, look, you on the left here at the memory den, you've got what looks to be a bouncer, and you've got this dude looking like a mysterious stranger walking down the middle, and maybe in the back that's a bum. I don't know. Maybe it's just a regular person. Everybody kind of looks like bums in the Capitol Wasteland. But anyway, so this looks like a really cool location. Reminds me of Megaton and Rivet City. So yeah, I mean, okay, there's people moving in the background. Yeah, this is a town. It's functioning. It's in horrible shape, but I mean, hey, that's kind of what you expect. Here we have a Brahmin caravan. Pretty cool. They're walking by a power station. Here we've got a couple of super mutants next to what I'm assuming is either a bus or a derailed train. Then we've got a Protectron, which looks a lot different than the ones we've seen in the past. It may either be a different version or it could be an HD remake. In the background, not sure if that's a city or a holy shit ton of cargo containers, or if those buildings are just destroyed and now look like cargo containers. I'm not sure. Pretty sure by the mix match of colors, it could even be a city built out of cargo containers, which would be pretty neat. Here we've got what looks to be a ship because you can see the hull and how it's torn open. It could actually be a dock. I'm going to assume it's a ship. Um, Up top, it's obviously been converted into some sort of settlement because those look like awnings to keep the sun off. And then right here in the middle, we've got a creepy looking crab thing, um, which is reminiscent of a Mirelurk, but you never know. I mean, things mutate in different ways. It could just be, you know. Mud crabs are scary, man. We got another, what looks to be a coyote, but it may have been that same dog meat-esque character from earlier. Here we've got a Deathclaw in what looks to be either a very dusty or very irradiated area. Um, with nuclear fallout, radiation travels as dust in huge gusts of wind, and normally areas that are really foggy and you know dusty like this, they are littered with radiation. Here we've got a nice shot of a vertibird. Now again, clearly different than the ones we've seen. So HD version, or is it a completely different model? Not sure. Here we've got, this is pretty badass. Um, we've got a hell of a lot of ghouls charging at the player in what looks like obviously a grocery store, could be a super duper mart. Here we've got a city reminiscent of Megaton. It's made out of scrap metal. It's got a big old gate. Um, I'm going to assume this is a fortified baseball stadium because if you look to the bottom right hand corner, that is the statue of a baseball player. So, pretty cool. They modified a stadium into same thing as the Citadel being a renovated Pentagon. So pretty neat. Here we've got damn, I don't remember what those are. Those are the iBots or whatever from the Enclave. Um, yeah, and I mean this is another shot of maybe it's that same city from earlier with the memory den. I don't know. Looks very reminiscent of Megaton. Could be inside that ballpark city. Assuming that's a city, never that ballpark place could be another fortress, and those could be raiders. I don't know. Pretty cool shot. We got a little store down here called Power Noodles. You've also got Chemicare. So Power Noodles obviously is just gonna sell food. Um, hell, they may just sell noodles and Nuka Cola. Chemicare, it's probably gonna be where you go to get your stim packs and all your drugs and stuff. And then you've got Diamond City Surplus, which could be the original sign. I really doubt it. I wonder why it's called Diamond City. Obviously, if it's called Diamond City, if that sign is referring to this place and taking into account the lights in the back, this is the city inside the baseball stadium, which would make sense. So it's going to be called Diamond City, I would assume. But anyways, Diamond City Surplus. It's probably going to be your general store, hopefully where you can buy armor, weapons, ammo, all that stuff. All right, here is why I say that ship from earlier could fly. That's a Zeppelin. Enough said. Uh, we've also got this cool statue here. This guy looks maybe like he's from the Revolutionary War. Not sure. In any case, this is an intact city for the most part. Um, I'm going to say I'm going to go out on a limb right now and say because of the architecture, I'm going to say this is Philadelphia. Um, I'll do a little bit more research and find out who that statue is of, but I honestly think that this is going to be Philadelphia. Here we've got what I assume to be now. It's obviously power armor, and it looks like the T-54D, T-51B. So I assume he's Brotherhood, and he's rising up in something that could either be a vertibird or it could be the cabin of an airship. Judging by where he just took off from, I would assume it's a vertibird because an airship's a lot bigger than this, so it would need more room to land. Um, this shot right here, I mean, there's really nothing I can speculate. Nothing stands out except that dome, which might be Independence Hall, which is in Pennsylvania. So, or in Philadelphia. There's a skyscraper back there. That's not a landmark that we can even identify. I mean, everything basically after the 1950s and Fallout is the divergence point. So anything modern after that point doesn't exist in our timeline. Here we've got the vault, pre-war shot. Pretty cool. This vault is different because the door is actually, you can see it's in the floor. It's not inside of a cave in the wall of a cave. It's in the floor. Pretty cool looking vault. Um, and kind of just fun fact, this is October 23rd, 2077 because it's autumn and the trees are orange. Just a little fun fact. You can see we've got another power armored soldier to the right and a regular soldier to the left. It's pretty neat. And these people are screwed. They can't get in because they didn't they didn't buy the subscription. So now they're gonna get fried by the nukes. Pretty sad. So yeah, guys. Okay, then we got dog meat coming up to suit of power armor. What I really like here is the Nuka-Cola machine. You can see right here the armor is unfinished. Someone was obviously tinkering on it. It's hoisted up on, chains. This is actually a power armor repair bay. They're specific to these, and you'll see if you play Operation Anchorage, you can see the suits set up on these rigs. So there you got a Vault Boy in the background. You got a cool Nuka-Cola poster and clock, and then there's a comic book stand. Well, I say comic book, it could just be a skill book stand actually. And then on the back you have a weapon wall. Possible upgrades maybe for that laser rifle, or maybe you can switch those parts out and it turns it into a different weapon. I don't know, pretty interesting. But yeah, see, okay, here's my point about the armor. Clearly, the shoulder pads are T-54D, and I want to say the helmet is too, but it kind of looks T-51B to me. And then for the rest of the armor, it's almost smooth enough that it could also be T-51B, but it's also rugged enough that it could be T-54D. So I'm not sure. But anyways, power armor is power armor. Power armor is badass. Fun fact: T-54D armor is made out of metal. T-51B is made out of polymers and carbon fibers and shit. It's the kind of really high-tech, new age power armor, and that's the difference. In case you don't know. Also, side note, that's the default power armor, or that's the standard issue power armor of the Brotherhood of Steel. Capital Wasteland Division. Alright, so here we got a guy walking down the street, petting his dog, Vault 111 jumpsuit. This is the main character, guaranteed. Unless Bethesda wants to throw in a curveball, ha, get it, baseball reference. And maybe that's not the main character, I don't know. Because they actually, fun fact, they don't make an effort to ever show you the character. You never actually see his face, which you only get, like a half glimpse in this game, but that's still more than they've ever given us. Normally, you do not see the main character's face. Alright, there we go. We got the logo, and that is just beautiful. I cannot believe, guys, that this is finally coming out. I am so stoked. Bethesda, thank you. Todd Howard, thank you. I could not be more excited. So yeah, guys, I would assume that they're gonna show more footage. Hopefully, I pray, man, that they're gonna show more stuff at E3. And if not, then they're gonna show stuff throughout the year. And hopefully, we get a release date soon. So yeah, guys, if you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe for more Fallout 4 information. I will be digging out every bit of information on this game and getting it to you in maybe weekly videos. I'm not sure if there's enough information each week, then I'll do that. Obviously, as the information comes out, I'll give you more speculation and clarification. So yeah, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you later.